Welcome back to another insightful and wonderfully glorious video of Booze Briefs. I'm Matt.
I'm Derek, and I think Matt hopefully didn't oversell this too much.
I hope it's good. I mean, I don't even know. We're just kind of winging it here.
You know what is good?
Ooh, what is?
Whiskey.
Yeah. I've heard that once or twice.
Yeah, in particular, this bottle of Weller, I think is good.
Well, then I'm glad that you have it.
So I'm really curious because you said you have an unopened bottle of this at home.
I do. I haven't opened it yet. That's why it's unopened.
Have you had the Weller before?
No, I have not.
What are your expectations? Because I don't know if you guys are aware of this. A lot of people want this.
And you know, a big reason why people want it is because it's extremely hard to find in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people around here see it, clamor for it, will trade for it, spend doll hairs if they have to, travel and ship it back. I'm hoping it's good.
And the Weller name is associated with the Pappy name. Now, this is not the same recipe as Pappy. The Weller 12 allegedly is. I don't know if that's the same anymore, but because there's that association between Weller and Pappy, people will pay extremely high amounts of money for this bottle right here. So,
like 5 times retail.
yeah,
Easily.
which
5 times retail.
which is crazy because retail, depending on where you are for this, goes anywhere between like 25 to 40, 30 to 40. I don't know, somewhere in that range.
You know what I do know?
What's that?
My glass is empty.
Sorry.
Pour it. So how long have you had this one? Ooh. All right.
There you go.
There we
Yeah,
go.
why not? Why not? I got this bottle for Christmas this past year. So I've had it for 4 months and some change.
The holidays?
I got it for Christmas.
You got it for Christmas. Okay.
Other people celebrate other holidays. I celebrate Christmas. I got it for Christmas.
Christmas is good.
Yeah. So got
Smells
this.
good.
Got this from my dad. Brought this back from Ohio, where it is not as hard to get. So the mash bill on this, they keep a secret, but it's their special reserve, which is a really stupid name in my opinion for your entry level.
Okay.
It's like how Kendall Jackson will put Vintner's Reserve on their stuff that they sell for $8 a bottle for
At
California
CVS.
cab. Right. So I don't know what makes it special, what makes it a reserve, but it's got a wheated mash bill, so it's just corn and wheat is my understanding from what I've read. So it's just a soft, rounded glass of whiskey. I almost get like cherry Coke on the nose, which is weird because I usually don't get that specific.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Uh-huh.
I don't know that I'd beat down doors for it, though.
Okay. That's it. That's exactly what I think. Like,
I think it's good.
I'm glad I was here for your first taste of Weller because when I got this for Christmas, I was like, holy crap. How did somebody find this bottle and get it to me? Apparently in other states, you can walk in and say, oh, that one? Yes, I would like 3. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll take a case.
And just pay retail.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not, by far, that is not bad. I have had some stuff where I'm like, that's swill and pour it out or just mix some Coke in it. That's good.
The thing is, like you said, it's good. But there's nothing interesting or unique other than it being hard to find. There's not a lot of depth. There's not a lot of nuance. You can tell there's not a lot of age on it. It's 45%, which is kind of surprising.
I think it tastes hotter than that.
You do?
Yeah, that I guess just the whole mouth feel of it is drinks hotter than that. Like it's got more burn.
It's got a little more heat, but it's just so smooth, and maybe that's
The finish is gone.
yeah, and maybe that's the wheat in this because I know you like rye.
Yeah, oh, I love rye. I would say on my cabinet, 80% of what I have is rye.
Good God, sir.
I got a lot too, so 80% of it, I like options.
They put a whole story on the back. Do you want me to read the whole story? Because I don't.
Do you have a Cliff Notes version?
W.L. Weller was born 200 years ago. He did some stuff. He sold some whiskey. And this wheated recipe bourbon became a softer, smoother taste that became very popular. Pappy Van Winkle. We're doing a really good job with SEO on this video.
Yeah.
Pappy Van Winkle eventually merged with Weller's namesake to create PH Stetzel, and then it became Stitzel Weller, which we talked about before on Blade and Bow. Yeah, again, it's a whole damn narrative. Just don't do that. Finally, we get something about what's in this bottle.
Okay, tell me.
Finally. This delicate bourbon with hints of caramel and honey honors one of America's first whiskey pioneers. That's it. That's all it tells you about what you're going to experience when you open this.
And you know what? I kind of feel that is like the whiskey inside. It's good.
It tells you a big story, and then it's like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
I mean, for one, this is not a great presentation.
I don't like screw tops.
Look, I know
that's the only screw top on the table.
I know in wine, screw caps are actually a better enclosure than cork and all those things. But like with a good bottle of wine, if you're having a nice meal, there's something about the presentation of an actual cork, like is in all of these.
That sound.
And especially for the folks who pay well over retail for this, just opening that screw top, it's disappointing. So, yeah, it's perfectly fine whiskey.
Would I buy it again? Yes.
At what price?
Retail in other states.
So, like,
I traded a bottle that I think I paid $66, $65, something like that, for a bottle. It was one that I was like, I could trade this away and be fine. I can find it again. I'm not going to see that very often. So I traded it, and, now I'm like, I got a bottle. So cool. Yeah. It'll sit on the shelf, and we get to review it.
I think the best way to enjoy this is to share it with friends who haven't had it. And the friends who are like...
Thank you for doing that.
Well, yeah, not trying to pat myself on the back, but just like rather than going all out and be like, this is great stuff, your friends who haven't had it or are wanting to pay crazy prices, you're like, don't do that. Come over, have a glass.
Yep, try it with me.
And share it that way.
Does it change with water? Have you tried it?
Hell, I don't know. Let's find out.
Man, why not?
It is kind of my thing. That and reading. Adding water and reading. Put those on my CV.
The fact that you call it a CV angers me anyways.
It's funnier than a resume.
It's true. But there's all those teal days. Could be a resume.
Good.
Nose dies.
I get more alcohol on the palate. I don't get more flavor.
I lose all flavor. I just get booze.
So my recommendation sounds like Matt's.
Drink it straight.
Don't add water to this.
Drink it straight.
I could add Coke to this if I'm being honest.
I don't know if I go that far.
No, I'm not saying that's what it needs.
No.
I would rather probably add Coke than add water.
I would never add water to that again ever in my life. I would never do that. I would never do that. I would drink that neat. That bottle that I have at my house will be served neat or neat. Those are the options.
I'd like it with water, please.
That's not going to happen. You, sir, can drink outside.
All right.
That's what we're doing now. So, rate it. You didn't pay for it, so...
I didn't, but... Okay, so, yeah. I will say this was $35, just for the sake of argument.
I think, $35, $36 is retail on it.
You know what else is $35?
Eagle Rare.
Yeah.
And you're not beating that.
You know what kicks the hell out of this bottle of Weller?
Oh, well, I mean, a lot of things.
Eagle Rare.
Eagle, yeah.
Eagle Rare.
Yeah.
Does. So,
and it's equally as rare. But we can actually find it in the Raleigh market.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are times you can walk into a store and there's a case of Eagle Rare there and just limit one, whatever. In the $35 range, 80.
Yeah.
I'll say it's 80. Like, that's the threshold for a B.
That's good.
Perfectly acceptable whiskey. Nothing wrong with it, but nothing great about it.
See, I want to try, there's 4. I want to try all 4. There's the, what is it, C, there's the white label, red label.
Oh, you're paying through the nose for that white label right now.
I've seen it online for $1,100 for a bottle. If you want it that much, come see me. I'll find you a bottle. You can just give me your $1,100 and I can kick you in the nuts. Let's just do that, okay? I'm sure and hoping, I know that this review may ruffle a few feathers, but I'd rather it open a couple eyes to say that maybe you should be hunting something a little different.
Yeah, we're not here to... Weller does not need its tires pumped.
No.
In fact, it probably needs them deflated just a little bit. So if we can do that service to the whiskey community, happy to do that.
Yep.
So Matt, what's your grade for this guy?
I mean, really good. I'm going to give it an 82, 83.
Okay, you're nicer than I am.
We got a little gale force wind blowing through here.
Yeah.
It's lovely. It's crisp. Crisp. I would say, yeah, that's 82,
Okay.
83.
All right. I hope you're not adding points because you didn't pay for it and I shared it with you.
No, well, I didn't pay for mine either. Kind of I did. In proxy, I paid for it.
Okay. So, yeah, Weller, it's fine. Don't pay through the nose for it. And if you have some, enjoy it and share it with friends.
Neat. Damn it. Neat.
Or Matt will come to your house
I will.
and smack the glass out of your hand.
Pour more in there so it dilutes it more. Follow us. We got a couple different venues that you can go through. What's your favorite?
I like Instagram. I do the posting there. Matt, what's your favorite?
I like Facebook. I kind of do the Facebook.
Hey, how about it?
So, yeah, we got the YouTube channel. Obviously, you're watching it. Subscribe to the channel.
And if you're curious how to spell Booze Briefs, here, look at my shirt.
It can also be spelled like that,
And look
which
at-
is the exact same.
And look at Matt's shirt. And that's where we are on Facebook and Instagram.
That's right.
So do that. Follow us there. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend. Tell an enemy. Tell somebody you see passing on the sidewalk.
6 feet apart.
Yep. And until the next video, cheers.